Hey yo, it's Soto J here, back at it again with another video. I'm back. So I just woke up. I just thought, I'd come on the camera and talk a little bit about, how I'm feeling, what's in my mind, and what's been going on. Um this video is kind of gonna be random just because I don't really know like why I wanted to talk. But I really wanted to say something like, have you ever thought like, you know, when your life falls apart, right? You always want to know how to fix it, right? And that like you did something wrong, or somebody did you wrong for you to like get in this situation. Sometimes it's not even you, like, or like people. Sometimes it's just divine. Like you have to go through struggles in order to figure out um how to grow as a person, grow as an individual. You can't always be up and not see the downs, because if you don't see the downs, they're not going to give you motivation to go up. I've heard a lot of people saying like they're experiencing this and they're experiencing that, and people always ask me for advice. How do I get through this and that. I'm still going through my own battle. My own battle with um, things that I thought that I healed from. This wavelength, or this era that we're in right now, is really gonna show us, like what we really particularly need to do within ourselves. How to treat ourselves, how to treat people, how to be more patient, how to guide people. It's not only about you; it's about helping people yourself. But when people get stuck, they feel like um, they can't, help others, and I feel like, the journey for yourself is to help others and guide them, as well as you're growing. You might know something that somebody else don't, and it's good to get that information out as well. I've been dealing with my bipolar disorder a lot, um, and I've been feeling it. Like I've been catching it. I've been like, yo, that's me switching. That's me changing. That's my mood changing. And it's so out of whack right now, where I've been having episodes like constantly where my mood's just all over the place. I can't keep a normal stableness, and it's kind of aggravating because I'm snapping on people I don't really want to snap on. Um, and it's kind of making me agitated because it's like, why am I snapping? I'm learning. I don't know how to say it, but I'm sorry if I'm stuttering. I have a stuttery issue, but I'm becoming more, spiritual, and I'm learning from, somebody that's helping me understand myself, astrology, understanding why I am the way I am, the energy, the frequencies of everything, and we were just talking about how you need to talk about things that you learn to help other people. Um, and what I've learned is that, my mental is not just my mental. It has to do with the universe and the connection of, the planets, and, my chart, and, just the energy and the frequency. I'm very sensitive to energy. I've always been that way, and I've always told people that, but I never knew why until now. And it's kind of weird because, you think bipolar disorder is just, uh, uh, a mental thing, but it's really an energy thing too. Like when my boyfriend is having a bad day, or he not even talking to me about him having a bad day, I still feel his energy, and it makes my mood switch like so fast because I'm so sensitive to it. Um, I don't even realize it sometimes until I finally, get a hold of it, and I'm like, oh shoot, like that was just, I don't know what I was just doing there. Um, and people think that you have to be like everybody else in this world. Um, and I think that's what everybody teaches you. You have to be like everybody else in this world to even like um fit in. I'm tired of fitting in. Fuck fitting in. You know what I mean? Um, because I think like when you over you overdo it, you start to lose your individuality a little bit more, and you forget who you are. I think that's like what I was going through, was like me forgetting who I was. And that's a big part of, growth. If you forget who you are, how are you going to grow? Uh, and I've been feeling lost, so I think that's why my emotions are all over the place. I'm in a different environment. Not really where I used to be. Kind of like, in a crazy place right now. But it's not crazy. It's whether I make it positive or negative. See, like every situation you go through, you can make it positive or negative. And this is, simplistic to hear, but it's very hard to put it out in real life. Like to actually, go and put action to what you're saying. Because I could be in a negative energy, a negative vibe, and still I know that I'm supposed to be positive, but still I end up being negative. It's like, how does that happen? You know what I mean? So it's like you really gotta have self-control and realize like just because this is happening, it doesn't have to be bad. You know what I mean? Change is not bad. Change could be good if you look at it in a different perspective, but people always want to look at it everything bad as if it's bad and everything good as if it's good. But what if good is bad sometimes? You know what I mean? Like, what if you're not seeing all the signs because you're so in your mind about that it's so good, you're not seeing things that you need to get away from. It's like a toxic relationship, for instance. Like when you're in a relationship that's toxic, you don't really see the bad, you only see the good, which is like bad because like you're supposed to see, you know, both sides. But if you're just seeing the good, you're gonna forget about the bad. And what if like somebody's hurting you and you forget about seeing both sides and seeing the bad? So it could go either way. You just gotta be in the middle and really understand how to read the energy. I feel like this whole section that we're gonna go through from April to like June to July. I feel like it's gonna be a very um mixed cycle of emotion where you're gonna have to differentiate, like, is this good for me or is this bad for me? Or am I seeing both or I'm just seeing one side to the other side? Um and I feel like that's a learning lesson because a lot of people get stuck in this mindset of like good and bad is good and bad, with it goes both ways. So, you gotta be careful with that. But um for me, I can differentiate it. I just think, it's hard when you have bipolar disorder because you don't really you're not really in tune with your emotions that much because they switch so fast. And so it's hard to step back and really be in self control sometimes and really differentiate things when you're going so fast. You know what I mean, with your emotions at least. Um, but I just wanted to say, like even though I've been going through a lot of crazy things, a lot of weird things, I feel like it's just been kind of wonky. I think it's I just want to say I'm grateful. Like I'm really grateful. Like you know what I mean. Like sometimes I look at the world, I'm like, this is a blessed world. Like, I'm blessed to be here, and then sometimes I'm like, am I really blessed to be here? You know what I mean? So it's like, but in actuality, my initial feeling is like, yeah, I'm blessed to be here. Like I'm blessed. I got this new haircut, and I know that it's not done up yet because I ain't do my hair yet. I just woke up, but I like it. It's different. It's a faux hawk. So in the back, I don't know. I might take a picture of the back, but in the back, it's like, ooh, ooh. But I think I needed to change it up. Yeah, I think I needed to change everything up. Little by little, people start seeing me do different things. Like I'm not on T no more. I feel better. Um, I feel way better actually that I'm not on T because I feel like it was just like everything else. It was medication that I didn't need to be on. I'm very sensitive to everything, even medicine. So that wasn't the right step for me. I don't need to be on T to be a boy or a girl. You know what I mean? I don't need to be on estrogen to be a girl. I don't need that for me at least. But I'm not on T. I've changed my hair like multiple times right now. Um, and I'm loving it. I'm loving my new look. What else? I'm in the midst of changing my name. Like in a way that makes sense to me. A lot of people know me as James. I said this in the last video, but um, my biological name's Hanem. Hanem White. Hanem Ali Knight. I have a lot of different names because I have mixed personality disorder, but we're not gonna talk about that. Um, My biological name is Hanem, and I used to kind of differ away from it because it was so different. I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to be one with the name. As I'm getting older, it feels feels good. To just admire yourself without pushing everything away. My whole life, I guess I pushed my whole life away, push everything about myself away. My lips is big as shit, but I pushed all my whole life away, and I'm like, why doesn't things feel right? Because I wasn't living in my genuine self. So when you're not living in your genuine self, it kind of can alter things about your perspective on yourself. You're living for somebody else except yourself. So it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to live like this your entire life, or do you want to actually uh, make steps to change things and change your perspective and change how you feel and change? It's all about change, and I think the word change is happening in a perfect time but weird time in my life. I just turned 20. Now everything's flipping. It's a perfect time, but it's a weird time. Um, Definitely weird, I'd have to say. But yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. I just wanted to rant to y'all real quick. Let's just stay safe. Enjoy life a little bit more. Open your eyes a little bit more. Stop thinking about what other people are telling you, and think about what your mind is telling you. Think about what you want to do. It's time to get back into your individuality. I'm telling you right now, because if you don't, it's gonna be a bumpy road. So